My name's Sam Boone, and I'm here to talk about a new performance recording service that Signet has developed in association with the Sussex Cattle Society. The Sussex breed has a long history of performance recording. We've been getting records through from Sussex cattle breeders for well over 50 years. But recent innovations within Signet have enabled us to develop new services that we think are of interest to breeders. So we've developed online data entry for both calving records and for weight records, and we've developed new online reporting services so breeders can get to any of their records 24/7. We realise that currently there are barriers to recording, and they include not having the equipment to weigh, the challenge of a lack of time or maybe an awareness of the services, but also the cost. And so by restructuring the costs of recording through a society initiative, we hope that some of these barriers can be overcome and we can increase uptake. And indeed, we've had a lot of interest in increasing uptake in recent weeks. So the Signet Beefbreeder service is really a performance recording service to identify animals with superior genetics. And we do that through the production of breeding values. The services that we offer are the ability to quickly and easily capture data through online data entry. We now have the ability to submit birth notifications back through to the society. Online, we produce breeding reports for individual herds, but also lists of the leading sires and promising young bulls within the breed. It gives us the ability to track genetic change both within the herd and across the whole of the breed. And there's some really handy inbreeding software out there that tells you the degree of relatedness between any specific cow and bull mating that you might be thinking about. So that's particularly useful where we've got a really deep pedigree for the animals that we're interested in. So why record? Well, there's two reasons. One is to make better breeding decisions. So you've got a range of EBVs or estimated breeding values, and they enable us to enhance calf growth rates and carcass conformation. But they also enable us to reduce and alleviate calving problems, selecting easier calving bulls and cows. We can also use them to improve the productivity and efficiency of our suckler cows, so selecting female breeding lines that are better for milk production, fertility, cow longevity, for example. And in that way, the EBVs help to support our decisions to breed better cattle. But in addition to that, breeders can also benefit from better marketing opportunities. So being involved in recording means that your herd is available online. People know that you have records for your animals, and when they use the beef search and the EBV search, they're able to find the breeding values for your animals. You'll have animals featuring in lists of, let's say, the top promising young bulls. You can generate charts when going to sales to promote the genetic merit of your animals, and EBVs can go into catalogues, and indeed you can now produce your own catalogues using the online database, as well as advertising cattle and semen that are for sale. So EBVs are really important because they give bull buyers the confidence to invest. So the new society service is one through which full online access is being provided to all Sussex Cattle Society members to enter their data, and full online access is being provided to all society members to the breeding values that we produce, and also to our inbreeding software. There won't be any paperwork sent out from Signet. This is purely going to be an online service in terms of data coming in and heading out, and we're not going to be as involved in the day-to-day data entry for that very reason. However, we're still there to support clients, to advise you on the data that's being collected and solve any data problems that are likely to arise. From the society point of view, they've kindly agreed to put forward a single payment to fund the initiative, so we won't be sending out individual herd fees for recording herds. And also there's going to be a greater level of data exchange between Signet and the Sussex Cattle Society. So that means we can put on more back pedigree and produce more accurate breeding values as a result. So this is what the new service looks like. The majority of clients are going to be entering data online themselves. One or two may be a little less IT literate, and the breed secretary may very kindly assist in that data entry so that we get the data through to the Signet database. From that database, you've got a full range of online search facilities that are available to help you interrogate the data and find animals of interest. You've got the ability to promote cattle that are for sale and to produce your own catalogues. All of our stationery is now online, so if you wish to produce weigh sheets and take them out into the field, then you can do that. That's not a problem. The new census forms that come off show you the last time a cow calved, so it makes it very quick to identify those that are no longer in the herd. In terms of online data entry, you can put in calving records, weights for young stock and mature cows. You can complete a census, you can add a name to your animals, and over time we'll probably get something developed for showing us which are the polled genetics within the population. That's just underway at the moment, isn't completely finished. We've got full online reporting. So at a herd level, you can pull off that data as either PDFs or Excel files with the information in them. We've got the genetic trends that are showing so that you can plot progress within your herd, as well as lists of the leading sires within the breed. And the inbreeding software I talked about earlier is available for all clients. There's also a link in there to the national carcass traits, so that's produced through the National Beef Evaluation. We can talk more about that on another presentation, but that's only one click away. And I guess the big change is that we won't be sending paper out to clients, so we will be relying on clients to actually get their own reports and to put the data in online themselves. Probably useful just to remind you, this is your Sussex cattle recording scheme, so the success of it will very much depend on the individual involvement and engagement by individual breeders. But I think by getting together, we can greatly increase the number of cattle going into the evaluation and make it much more useful and informative for everybody involved. So do get involved. If you have any queries, then just drop Signet an email and we'll be happy to help. And there are the details to contact Signet. If you approach the society, I suspect that they'll be able to assist to get your records transferred to us. So that will save one level of data entry, and we can pick up the back pedigree for your cows within your herd. As I said, head on to the Signet website once you're set up, and if you just log on in the top right-hand corner, you'll be good to go. There are other videos available, so if you want to know a little bit more about how to enter data online, or indeed the importance of genetic improvement, then do check out those other videos.